Hello friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're enjoying the instruction that I am giving you. So today I'm going to be sharing my best advice for adult beginners or adult learners. So learning the violin as a child is easier, I think, in two different ways. So first of all, a child's brain is just much more absorbent, I guess, and they can change and absorb information and basically learn at a quicker rate than adults. The second main way that it's different is that a child has tons of free time to practice. Right? They don't have as many responsibilities as adults do. They don't have jobs. They don't have to support a family. So I think that those are the two main differences between learning the violin as an adult and as a child. Now you might be thinking, Megan, why does that matter? Like, I already knew that, of course. So I think it's important because if you are an adult who wants to learn the violin, you most likely have a very strong reason why. You are taking the time out of your busy schedule to practice. You are investing your time, your money, your energy, which we all know can be limited sometimes, into doing something that is hard, that is challenging, that is frustrating, but that is super rewarding. So my first tip is to connect with your why. Why do you want to play? And I want you to try to get as deep with this as possible. Nothing superficial like, oh, I want to play like my favorite tune. I mean, yeah, that might be a good goal to work towards, but I am willing to bet that's not the core reason why you want to learn how to play the violin. Think about it. My second tip would be to identify your goals. Are there specific pieces you want to play? Are there specific techniques that you want to master? Do you want to be sure that you are doing it properly, that you have great technique, or do you just gonna kind of casually play for fun? Okay? Because your goals are obviously going to impact your learning process. So if you are someone who is relatively serious, who wants to make sure that they learn the proper way, that they don't want to develop any bad habits, or you want to get rid of ones that you might have already developed, the best thing that you can do is to get a teacher. I know there's so much information online right now. I feel like a lot of it sometimes is conflicting. It's hard to know who to trust and who to ignore. And the biggest thing that a teacher can offer you is specific feedback. You might understand the concept, you might understand how to do it in theory, but something's not sounding right. You can't get this to move a certain way. And a teacher is going to be able to offer you a more nuanced approach. They're going to offer you a catered approach that's specific to you, your issues, your problems, and your goals. Now, when I say this, the biggest objection that I usually hear is that teachers are expensive. And I feel like this is kind of a preconceived notion. Obviously, it depends on the teacher. A teacher, if you wanted Hillary Hahn to be your teacher, yeah, that would probably be very expensive. But I'm willing to bet that you can find quality instruction for less investment than you thought. If you have a particular teacher that you enjoy watching, or you just want to find out more about them and their lessons, then feel free to reach out to them. It can't hurt, right? Now, when selecting a teacher, it's very important that they are in tune with your goals. They are willing to work towards your goals, because these lessons are for you, right? They're not for them. My next tip is to be patient with yourself. Playing the violin is very challenging. And adults, we have this preconceived idea of how we're supposed to sound. We know what sounds good. We know what doesn't. Kids have a hard time telling if they sound good or not, which makes it easier for them just to kind of keep on trucking, right? It's very easy for adults to get frustrated. It's very easy for adults to feel like they are not moving along at the rate that they should be. Let me share with you a little secret. There is no one path. There is no one speed. Everyone learns differently. Everyone's going to have their own strengths and their own weaknesses. So just be patient, and as long as you stay dedicated, you stay consistent, you will reach your goals. And when you do, it's not going to matter if it took you a year or 5 years. Finally, when it comes to having an instrument, I think that renting an instrument is the best option if that is possible for you. You'll get to play on a pretty high quality or decent sounding instrument with much less investment up front than you would if you simply bought an instrument. A lot of shops also have rent to own programs where a portion of your rental fees will go towards the purchase of the violin if you so choose. I believe most rental shops rent for around $25, $30 a month, so it's very affordable. You can learn to play on any instrument, of course, but having a higher quality instrument is going to be helpful. It's going to sound better, and it's going to encourage you to keep playing. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any other tips that I forgot, or you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. My email is always in the comments or in the description of these videos. If you're curious about beginning lessons with me, just shoot me a quick email and I'm happy to set up a free trial. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.